Taking Care of Business, Writing. A presentation from Clatsop Community College's Dora Baddeley Library Learning Commons. For optimal viewing, maximize window in bottom right corner. Writing clearly is of course always important. This is especially true of business writing. Business writing can too often get bogged down with jargon, cliché, and buzzwords. Synergy, streamline, incentivize, optics, deliverable results. What do these words have in common? They don't mean anything. Just because your business is complicated doesn't mean your writing needs to be. In fact, succinct, clear writing is often the best way to explain a complex issue. Here are 3 tips that will help you write about business with clarity, depth, and precision. Tip 1. Avoid vague boardroom language by being specific. Here's an example taken from an actual Business 101 strategic business plan. Nike is a retail establishment aimed at providing customer needs. Nike is a retail establishment aimed at providing customer needs. Take a look. Can you diagnose the problem? Nike is a retail establishment aimed at providing customer needs. The sentence is far too vague. A retail establishment could be a coffee shop, restaurant, gas station, gun range, pet store, or farmer's market. So what's the answer? Specificity. Tell your reader as specifically as possible what you're talking about in real, practical terms. Nike is a retail establishment aimed at providing customer needs can become Nike is an international athletic apparel company that brings functionality and fashion to its customers, both on and off the court. Nike is an international athletic apparel company that brings functionality and fashion to its customers, both on and off the court. Yes, it's longer, but it's also specific. It tells you that Nike is a global company that sells athletic apparel and sells both sports gear and regular clothes. A good rule of thumb: write your sentence out as fully as you can, employing all the detail and description that you think the subject requires. Then, go through your sentence and interrogate each word, removing any that are redundant, extraneous, or don't belong. Remember, be specific. Tip 2. Avoid the passive voice. Overusing the passive voice can make your prose dull and create confusion for your reader. Often, you end up backing into a sentence instead of stating it assertively. A tree was planted by John. Passive voice. John planted a tree. Active voice. Active voice is just that, more active. Your subject does things instead of having things done to them. Tip 3. Avoid buried verbs. For more on passive and active, watch the Avoiding Passive Voice tutorial on the Clatsop Community College Library website. A buried verb is a noun that has been changed into a verb. Buried verbs add unnecessary connector words and create a dependence on forms of be and have. Buried verbs are dependence, incorporation, knowledge, minimization, opposition, reduction. To uncover them, they are depend, incorporate, know, minimize, oppose, and reduce. Why is uncovering buried verbs important? A humorous example. Because after the transformation of nominalizations, the text has fewer abstractions, so readers' visualization of the discussion finds enhancement. Or, in plain English, uncovering buried verbs makes writing more concrete, so readers can more easily see what you're talking about. For a more practical example, making the switch from analog to digital will lead to a reduction in price can become switching from analog to digital will reduce prices. Remember, be specific, use active voice, and avoid buried verbs.
created using Powtoon.